So here is a beige clear bag that has color transfer on the back. As I mentioned, we usually always find the color transfer on the pocket. And why is that? As you see here, the base or the back of the bag has no color transfer, but we see it more on the pocket. That's because the pocket is the area that touches your clothes first. So all the the color transfer will be in this area. So we're gonna try to remove it together. As I mentioned, it all depends on the time that dye from your clothes penetrated into the leather. So the time of that dye that stays on the back of your bag is a major factor in the process of removing it, because if it was not penetrated or has been built up there for a long time, then it would be much easier and faster to remove. But from what I see here, this bag is series 24, so it's from around 2017 18, so quite some time. So I'm expecting that these marks are gonna take some work to remove, but the good thing is I am sure we can get them removed, right? So let's start. Okay, so what we need first is wipes, and we will use alcohol-free wipes. So just your regular alcohol-free wipes, and we're gonna start by rubbing in circular motions on the leather. So remember that you can do this on lambskin too, but you're gonna have to be much more gentle. With caviar, who cares? So we start rubbing. It is gonna take some time, so if you have other things to do, you can put me on your counter and go do your dishes because it's gonna take some time. So, and yeah, you keep rubbing in circular motions and don't be gentle. Like, yeah, do it not as hard as you can, but also not very gentle. Again, if it was caviar, it was lambskin, I would say, yeah, we need to be extremely gentle and doing one quilt at a time. But with the caviar, it's okay. And please notice how the darker of the squares are the more dark than the outer. Again, because these are the parts where your clothes touches the bag the most. These flat area, are protected, or because of the puffy area inside the quilt will touch your clothes first. So the areas around the quilt, where the more flat areas, will not get as much as of color transfer as your the puffy part of the quilt. This is not important, but because I have to talk while doing this, right? So yeah, you keep doing this until you get tired. Then we do it again. So once we finish rubbing these areas with the wipes, we're gonna let it dry, we're gonna let it dry on its own without, you know, using hair dryer or anything like that. Again, make sure the wipes are alcohol free and scent free and everything free. So yeah, so you keep doing this until you don't feel your arms anymore. So yeah, it's gonna take some time, like, you know, multiple times. So I'm gonna let this dry. But before that, I'm gonna use just a cotton felt and wipe the excess of the, you know, the from the wipes, and let it dry for like, oh, it's gonna take maybe 30 minutes. So I'm gonna redo this again. Okay, so after I let it dry for 30 minutes, I think maybe 40 minutes, I redid the whole thing again and again. So 3 times I did this on this bag because it looks like this color transfer or dark areas has been there for a long time. I can see some lighting on the quilts already, and I can see some you know, dark spots here on the wipes, but still I can still clearly see the color transfer, which we all don't like. So now this issue, you don't know how much this issue will reduce the value of your bag. A lot. I'm talking thousands of dollars. This is how much this issue will affect the value of your bag. So this is a very important thing to know, to get rid of, to avoid all these, you know, to avoid this happening to your bag. I know we all enjoy light colored bags, white, beige, ivory, but we are scared to invest this much money in these bags, you know, and we'll not be able to enjoy them much because we will be always scared of, you know, wearing them with black color clothes or jeans, you know. But believe me, first, the best thing is to always, once you finish, you know, wearing your bag, check the back. Check the back, because every problem, not just a bag problem, every problem, when it's in the beginning, it's easier to solve, right? So before the color penetrate inside into the leather, it's much easier than this. It was not gonna take me this much time to wipe and wipe and wipe. And the length of, even if you wear it one time and the bag got color transfer on it, then and left it like not used for a long time, let's say a month or 2 months, then that's also not good, because we need to look at the time, like how long this color transfer been sitting on the bag, and the depth of that color transfer, how many times you wore the bag over and over, and the color kept on, you know, building on top of the you know, old layer of the from your outfit, you know, a new outfit with, you know, more color buildup. So yeah, so we need to focus on these 2 things to know the time that the process is going to take us to you know, clean the bag. So now the second, which is my favorite, even though it's gonna also take some time and some, you know, effort, but it's at least it's not boring as the white part. So you need your eraser. Excuse me. This eraser is from a leather repair that I got it from. It's great. First of all, it has to be white. You cannot buy any color else. It has to be white, and it has to be brand new. You cannot use the same eraser on another bag. it has to be, you know, one per bag, or you can cut the part that you used and reuse it again, but you cannot use the same eraser on the same bag. Or you can use the other side, which what I'm gonna do now. You can use the clean, the untouched side. So you can buy these, any white eraser will work, but the best ones are from leather shops, of course. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start by erasing this color transfer. You can do one by one, or you know, I like to do one by one, but this step is gonna take some time. So we're gonna do it and redo it and redo it. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to do it on this bag, but I promise you at the end we will get all the spots removed. So we're gonna start by, that's why I have the towel underneath, because this kind of eraser will have some
drop off from it while you erase. So we start by erasing. And on caviar, you can, do it with some pressure. On lambskin, you need to be very careful. It's always best to test one area before you start. Like test a hidden area in your bag before you, a small little hidden area in your bag before you start doing this. So you're gonna keep rubbing. I like to touch the leather while I'm doing this, because I don't want the leather to get like hot or warm while I'm doing this, because once I start feeling the leather get a little bit hot, then I have to start just pulling the leather cool out a little bit. So you can do everything one by one on each part. So you do this, it's ready, and then you write passes from them. We can do the other.
I want to show that I did this part, not this part. So I want you to see the difference, so you can see. So you can see the difference between both sides. So this side we did, and I left this side so you can compare and see the difference. I don't know if, I think the light is very harsh. So I don't know if you can see, but yeah, here is like the after. You can see the difference. This area we still need to do, so you can still see some color transfer, and this area is finished. So it took me around an hour, but at least at the end we were able to get it done. You can see there's no loss of color, the stitchings are intact, and the only thing that is different is there's no color transfer, which is, I know, a big deal for all of us sellers, buyers. I don't know if you can see it clearly. I'm trying to show it, but I hope you can see. I'm gonna post the before and after so you can see the difference. So now after we finished, now what we do is we get some leather cleaner, and we clean to remove any excess, anything that is left on the bag. Keep rubbing again. And we're gonna let it dry. Then after it dries, we're gonna do conditioning, and that's it. Your bag is beautiful again. Isn't that amazing? Like, if you see the before, this is amazing. So here is a close-up on the bag. I want you to see that the bag is, because some people might doubt that, the bag has been repainted, but I want you to see that this is the original color of stitching of the bag. So, and if you know me, you know that I am, very against repainting, retouching, all these kind of stuff, because I like the bags to stay in its original condition for value and for everything. So I'm showing some close-ups on the stitching, so you know that the bag was cleaned, but not you can see the stitchings are lighter than the color of the bag. That's how you know if your bag is repainted or not. So I am just happy that we got rid of all the stains, and the bag now I can call it excellent condition. Before it was not excellent, because that thing here take away a lot from the bag's value. So, but now we can call it pristine. I am so happy with the result.